everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today is not a thingy video. Today's video is called How to be Productive when you're in self-isolation at home, and this is mostly based at students like GCSE students, A-level students, or just anyone in high school basically. But obviously you can apply this to any kind of schooling or work or whatever. But I just thought this would be a very useful video for any of you who are struggling to be productive, struggling to get work done during this time, especially when you don't have a teacher right in front of you. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single one of my videos. So one of the first tips or piece of advice that I could give you if you're at home and trying to stay productive is to make a to-do list. It sounds like pretty self-explanatory, but if you write out everything that you need to do in that day, then you have a goal and you have a reason to get out of bed every morning. You know exactly what you're going to do. One of the main things that I think help with that is post-it notes. I love using post-it notes. You can get these from like anywhere, WH Smith, Ryman's, or definitely order them online because you don't want to, you know, go out at this time. And then I use a highlighter. This one's just a Stabilo one, and what I do is pretend that there's writing on here, so I just like write out the task and I only highlight it once it's done. I don't highlight it before it's done. You get that satisfaction of ticking it off and you feel like, oh okay, I've been productive today. So the second tip on how to stay productive would be, coinciding along with a to-do list, is following a timetable. I'm in year 12, so I have a school timetable from Monday to Friday, so I will still be following that timetable. So I would still, for example, if I had English, I don't know, period 3 on a Monday, I would still do that English lesson just from home. So I wouldn't pick and choose what subjects I do. I'd always do what's on my timetable, and that is the same with every high school student. Or if you're at work and you know that you have certain tasks to do that day, like it's a routine, then you can do that same thing hopefully from home. So the third piece of advice I would give you if you're struggling to be productive is take breaks. I know that sounds counterintuitive to being productive, as some people view being productive as working constantly, but actually working constantly for hours on end won't really help because it will make you mentally and physically exhausted and you just won't want to work anymore. So for example, in school, I would have 2 hours of lessons and then a break. Even if it's study periods, it will still be a 20-minute break at least. So do that, do 2 hours of your lessons on your timetable and then take breaks. And I know you can't really go outside, especially if you're self-isolating, but if you have a garden, I have a garden which I'm very lucky to have, I can go out on the swings or have a walk in my garden and get some fresh air rather than being stuck at my desk. And that just helps keep my mind refreshed rather than being constantly clogged up with information and trying to keep it all in. And then I come back to my desk and I can start work again, and that really does help me. My fourth piece of advice for being productive is to get rid of all distractions. So make sure that your phone is not next to you or even not in the same room as you. You cannot be distracted by Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, not even my videos. You shouldn't be watching this video if you're meant to be revising or working. So turn it off or pause this video and do your work and then carry on watching this video. But make sure that you turn off your phone, put it on airplane mode, put it underneath your bed, put it on your living room and come back to it after school. Most schools have a rule, or my school anyway, where you're not really allowed your phone in certain areas. But why don't you get into the habit of just not going on your phone at all until, I don't know, 3:30, then you can give yourself a half an hour reward and going on your phone after your school hours. This has been proved that when I go on my phone, I am so tempted to listen to music, and music distracts me, and Instagram distracts me. So make sure that you just put your phone away because it will be better for you and you'll be able to get more work done quicker, I can promise you. My next tip on how to be productive is actually what to do in your breaks. So obviously I mentioned going outside, opening a window, but actually talking to a friend on FaceTime or messaging them can be really beneficial. Once you finish all your work, if you feel like you haven't spoken to your friend in ages, check up on them, ask them how they are and how their week's going, and you know, do that instead of going for cafe. I just can't remember how many tips I've given you now, but my last tip is to do something fun and that distracts you. Obviously this time is very scary and it's quite unprecedented, as I'm sure you're aware. For me, I'm so lucky to have this YouTube channel, and a lot of my friends, they want to start YouTube channels and that, now as well, because of this time that they're just, what do I do? So I'm so lucky to have this YouTube channel as my distraction and my positive outlet. But that might not be something that you want to do. So for example, you could paint. You can still do like art and crafts, just all the stuff online, or you can still dance or act or sing. Just do it from your bedroom and get a script and learn a script, or learn a dance routine. Go on TikTok, you know, that's so big right now. And I don't know, just find something that you enjoy doing. This is kind of your creative hibernation time, like find out what your hobby is. Like, you know, you could bake a cake or do anything, but just find something that distracts you. So for me, that's singing, and for me, that's why I love doing what I do. And yeah, and also if you're in year 11 and year 13, I am so sorry, my heart goes out to all of you. Obviously you can't do your exams anymore, so I would say if you still miss learning or miss being productive, miss doing things, you still can be productive. You can read books, you can read into your subject more that you're doing at A level. You know, you've got so many things that you could be doing, which I think would be really beneficial. So if you want a video on how to prepare for A levels, or what to do if you're bored in between the summer of GCSEs and A levels, which in this case is like in between 6 months between GCSE and A levels, then let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I really hope this video is beneficial for you, and I hope that helped. Hopefully it will help some of you not go insane in this weird and strange time. And thank you so much for watching.